joining us today. Today is going to be our first session with our Destiny mini training sessions throughout the year. Today, we are going to be going over how to add copies to a catalog and print spine labels. That is all we're going over today. We do know that when you are onboarding as a new media specialist, or we are going over Destiny in our meetings, it goes very quickly and there's not time to slow down a little bit and practice each individual procedure or process. So hopefully throughout these sessions you have time to do so, and it makes it a little bit easier to maneuver through the program. We're going to be having different sessions throughout the school year. So today is session 1, but there'll be a different one each month going over a different topic, different procedure, and different aspects of the program. Please take a moment to sign in using the QR code or using the link below. I will give a few minutes to do so. So today we're going to learn how to add books to our Destiny catalog and how to print spine labels. So think about when you get a brand new box of books. It is not processed. You get them from Barnes & Noble. You get them from Scholastic. You get a box of books donated. How do you add them to your Destiny catalog? The first thing you're going to do is you're going to access the Destiny tile within your portal, sign in, and once you sign in, if you use, I call this the waffle choices. If you click on the waffle choice, you want to be working in the back office. So you would click on back office, which is going to take you into the admin part of Destiny to help you adjust and add items to your catalog. So because we are adding books to our catalog, you want to be working in catalog. So the first step to do, there's 2 different ways to do this, is to find the title of the book. I'm first going to show you how to find the title of the book by typing in the title, and then I'm going to show you how to find the book using the ISBN numbers on the back of the book. So give me a minute as I change into Destiny. So I'll be working in Elbridge Gale today. So as you can see, I'm now in back office and I'm going to be under catalog. So I'm going to start in library search. So if I go to library search, I'm going to default to this screen. This is where I would type the name in of the book. So I just took a book out of the box. It's brand new. I put my school barcode on the bottom left-hand side of the book. And now I can get started. You must put the barcode on the book first, as you're going to need to scan that number as you're adding the book to your catalog. So I can do this 2 ways. I can type in the title. And 2 things are going to happen. It's either going to say no local copies, or you already have a copy of this book and you are getting another copy. So as you can see, Elbridge Gale already has this book, so there's no need to go any further into finding it in the school district, but I'm going to show you a title when that does happen. So here, if you already have a book, you find the title that matches, you find the cover that matches, because sometimes what happens is you're going to get a title of a book that has multiple copies with different authors, and it just might share the same title. So make sure that when you're looking for the book, that you're looking at a book that matches exactly the book that you're trying to add. So now that I found the book, I'm going to click on the title in blue. I'm looking for this button that says Add Copies. So once I find the title, I click on it in blue, I'm going to have the option to add it to my library. So I'm going to click Add Copies. Where it says starting barcode, I'm going to now take my scanner and I'm going to scan the barcode into the box. I'm going to check the call number. I always want to check the column number because I want to make sure it is the right one for my library. This is where it's going to go on the bookshelf, and what also is going to be displayed on the spine label. The purchase price, if I want to put in the exact price I paid for the book, this is where I would do it. If I do not put the price in for the book, when I run my overdues, the system is either not going to put a price or it's going to default to a price that they think they know. When you have books that are processed by our process vendors, they put the price in. So that's why some books have prices and some do not. But for right now, I'm not going to put the price in. Once I've scanned and I fixed the column number, I've scanned the barcode in, I'm going to click Save Copies. Once I click Save Copies, I've now added this book to my library. I'm going to go back to Library Search because I'm going to show you what to do if you receive a book from the box that your school does not have. So notice that this book is not in the catalog of an elementary school. For this example, I knew that it was not because it's not elementary appropriate. Do not think that you can add the kite runner in elementary school. I just wanted to use that as an example of what you're going to see if you do not have the book at your school. So when that happens, you don't want to hit the back button. You want to hit and go back to Library Search. You can add any book inside your catalog that the district already has a copy of, because essentially all you are doing is copy cataloging books. You cannot put a book into your library that does not already have a record in our system. So again, I'm going to find the Kite Runner. And if I have a new copy of this book, but my school does not have it, I'm going to change the location of the school to the school district of Palm Beach County. I am now looking at the whole district. And now I'm going to click title. So I'm going to find the title of the book and the picture that matches the copy that I have. I'm going to click on it. And now again, I see that button, add titles. So I'd click on add titles. I would scan in the barcode. I would fix the call number to where I want what I want the call number to be, where I'm putting it on the bookshelf, and then I'm going to click Save Copies. Now, another thing that you can do is if you have the book in your hand, so here's another new book, I Will Take a Nap. I have placed the barcode of my school on the bottom left-hand corner of the book. Now I'm going to turn the book over to use the ISBN number. The ISBN number is sort of like the fingerprint of a book. They're all unique, and you can find out all the details of the copy of the book by using the ISBN number. So I'm going to now go, I'm still in Library Search under Catalog. I'm going to go to the Number tab. I'm going to change the number, the find, to ISBN because that is what I'm going to be using. I'm going to click in the box, and now I'm going to simply take my scanner and I'm going to scan the ISBN. Once I've scanned the ISBN number, I now see the button that says Add Copies. So that is the button that I'm looking for. So I would click on Add Copies. Again, I would take my barcode now, scan it in for my school barcode number, check the call number, make sure it's where I want it to go, add the price if I wanted to, and click Save Copies. Now this copy has been added to my catalog. So this presentation walks you through what we just went over. You're going to change the location because it's automatically going to default to your school. If it's not in there, you're going to change it to the school district of Palm Beach County. I'm going to find the title in blue, click on Add Copies, then scan my school barcode, check the call number, add the price if you want to, and click Save Copies. Now, we're now going to move into adding the spine labels to the book. What I suggest doing is you want to make sure that you have added all the books first before you move on to spine labels. There's no need to do the spine labels one by one by one. Add all the books to your library in your catalog, and then click on the spine labels under reports. We suggest you adding to your supply list Demco 5x11 spine labels. That is what we use here in the district. And when you go to Demco, if you just type in this number 142-16170, it's going to pull it up. So this is what they look like. And again, I can take the number and simply put it in the box of what I'm looking for, and it's going to pull up the sheet. So it's a full sheet of labels. You want to make sure that you're using the entire sheet as you're going through and making these spine labels. There's no need for you to have a new sheet every time you want to print a spine label. So again, I would take all of my new books, add them into my catalog, and then move into printing my spine labels. Where do I find the spine labels? The spine labels are under reports. So instead of catalog, you're going to move now to the next option, which is reports. You're going to go to library reports, and you're going to scroll down to where it says spine and pocket labels, create a replacement spine pocket labels. Once you go there, again, we can print them all at one time, or if you need to, because you're only adjusting one spine label, which we'll show you in a little while, you can print them one by one. But to be most effective, you should print your spine labels when you're adding them to your books, when you're adding the books to the catalog, excuse me. So what does that look like in Destiny? So in Destiny, I'm going to go to, I've added all my books into the catalog already. I'm going to go to Reports, Library Reports, scroll down until I see Spine and Pocket Labels. I'm going to change my based on not by copy catalog, but by the time and dates that I've added. I want it to run now by the time and the date, which I'm going to put anything that I have put into the system today, which is 9/5. I'm going to change my label stock paper by 5x11 because that's what I'm using. And again, I'm going to be starting on label 1, but if I was starting on label 6 or 7, I can change what label number I'm using there. Now I'm going to click Start a New Line at every space so that I have the call number on the top, the section, easy, fiction, and then the author information on the bottom, and I'm going to click Run Report. When I click Run Report, everything that I've added to that school will be on that spine label paper, and I can just print it all at one time. So that's how I would print spine labels for all my copies all at one time. If I wanted to, I can just add one barcode for one spine label. How do I do that? So inside Destiny, if I needed to, again, I would go under Library Reports, Spine and Pocket Labels. I would change where it says Based On to Barcode List. And now, here's the book that I just added. I'm going to click and scan the barcode. I'm going to hit Run Report. And then that's what it's going to look like, and I can print it and put it on the spine of my book. Now, if I needed to, or you want your font to be bigger, you would just have to buy bigger spine label paper. However, the problem with that is when you buy or adjust the spine label paper, it might, when you stick it on the book, it might lap over the barcode, and we don't want that. The minute the barcode gets messed up, it's not going to scan into the system. So you want to be sure that when you're placing the spine label, it does not go over the barcode of the book. So that's why we suggest getting that Demco paper 5 by 11. You always have the option to change a spine label yourself using one book. Why would you need to do that? It could be coming off of the book. It can be ruined. It could be that a publisher sent you a book that has GN instead of 741 and you want to change it, or you're changing a whole set of books because you don't like where the placement is on the shelf and you're moving it to a different section. This could happen with Big Nate, because Big Nate can be categorized as fiction or it can be categorized as 741. All right, so how do you do that? So again, inside Destiny, I'm going to go to catalog. I'm going to go back to basic, make sure that I'm still at my own school now. And now I'm going to type in the book. Click on title. I'm going to click on the title in blue. And now I have edit title and I have copies. If I have more than one book, I want to type and go into copies. When I go into copies, I'm going to look for the barcode in which I'm fixing. And now I have a pencil. So I'm going to click the pencil. And now here, if I need to change the call number, let's say I want to change this to a fiction book. I'm going to hit save. I'm going to copy the barcode. I'm going to go to library reports, spine and pocket labels, and I'm going to do the same thing that I did. I'm going to change based on to barcode list. I'm going to paste my barcode back in. I'm going to click add. I'm going to click run report because everything is still set. I still have this checked off. This is still 5 by 11. I'm going to hit run report. When I click on the view, I should have a different barcode now that says spine label that says FWIL. So you can go in. Also, if I needed to, in Destiny, if I need to change a barcode number, I can do the same thing. So if I go to library search, I type in my title. Here's my title of my book. I'm going to click on it, edit copies, go to copies, then click on the pencil. Sorry. Now, if I need to change the barcode, which means it's not scanning, somebody spilled something on it, it got peeled off, I can now go in here, hit delete, put a fresh new barcode on the book, scan the barcode, and hit save copy. And now I'm going to change this call number because, again, it's not F, it's E. Author's last name. I'm going to click save copies. And now it's available. So you can change a book, barcode, and call number yourself, and then print a new spine label. So once you click on edit copies, you will have the ability to change the barcode using the pencil. And then you would follow the same spine label process again and again. If you mess up on your printing, You don't have to go through the whole process all over again unless you're changing an aspect of it. But if something goes wrong or you didn't have time to print, you can always go back to an Inside Destiny. You can go to Report Manager, Job Manager, and what you have made will already be sitting in there. You can just view it and then reprint it. It's still sitting there, so I could just reprint and go to print. So hopefully today you learned how to add books to your catalog and how to print the spine labels that go on the side of the book. Thank you so much for joining me today. Please let us know and reach out if you need anything else.